everybody. It's Jeff Eichen here at the Wooden Boat Festival, and everything's wooden here, even bicycles now. What the heck? And who would have thunk it? And I met this gentleman years ago, before COVID, here at the Wooden Boat Festival, and then I met the former owner of this company from Portland, Oregon, and now you're in?
Gig Harbor, Washington.
And what's your name?
My name is Chris Mroz, and I own Pure Timber. Pure Timber is an architectural fabrication business, but I also do all kinds of other products with bent wood. That's my focus. I'm a wood bender, and these bikes are full of bent wood. It makes them possible.
Well, who's an inspiration for you in the wood industry, wood building world? When you know, as you were growing up, who brought you to wood? Was it a family member? Was it tradition in your family, or were you the only wood guy?
Tradition of makers in my family, and my first job when I was 13 years old was pushing a broom in a wood shop. And I ended up doing that kind of work until I went to college and thought I needed lots of advanced degrees and a corporate job. But eventually I returned to what I was doing when I was 13.
When was the first time you steamed a piece of wood?
I would have been 20 years ago, plus 20
It's
years.
not
I'm
bad.
Chris Mroz, and I own RENOVO Bikes, which is a part of my larger company, Pure Timber. Pure Timber is a wood bending company, and we focus on large architectural projects. But here, we're having a little bit of more fun with one of my consumer products, which is a wooden bike. And my wooden bike frames are very similar to a carbon frame. They are hollow inside, they're very light, they're very strong, and they're really fun to ride. They absorb vibration from the road and are quite comfortable to ride, but perform extremely well. So there's not a lot of them around the world because they are very difficult to build. It is labor intensive. And being labor intensive, and being that I'm an architectural fabricator, I don't have a lot of time to build bikes. So at this show, which is the Port Townsend Wooden Boat Festival, I am introducing the idea that people can make their own frames themselves if they have some skills as a woodworker and a decent amount of tools. If you're a woodworker and you want to make your own wooden bike frame, you can do that now with my plans and parts. So this is being introduced this weekend at this show for the first time, and people are looking at this thinking, wow, maybe I could build my own frame. My frames that I build cost approximately $7,500, and I sell a set of parts and plans and a license to build a frame for about $1,000. What I would like to do is people to take that on with me as their mentor and develop their own business around it, or perhaps just build one frame for themselves. This frame is built out of walnut and ash. Pretty typical combination. I tend to favor North American hardwoods. And other combinations of bikes I have built. We have, this is another walnut and ash, different size. One of my favorite combinations is ambrosia maple with walnut. So it's maple walnut, I call it my ice cream bike. I also have a winery bike. This frame here is made with white oak barrel staves, and I am highlighting the wine stain in the barrel staves in the bike. I'm also saying I can make a bike out of anything. If I can make a bike out of barrel staves, I can make a bike out of pallet wood. I could make a bike out of your fallen yard tree. If you're a woodworker, you can do it too. What I'm introducing this weekend here in Port Townsend is the BYOB program, which is Build Your Own Bike. And if you go to my website, puretimber.com, you'll find a link to my BYOB Build Your Own Bike program on Renovo.bike, but Renovo.bike is principally my retail channel for the bike frames that I build. My name is, I sign my bikes Christo. My bike brand is Renovo by Christo. I want your bikes to be Renovo by Ken, Renovo by Judy, and we continue to build it up until we have a group of builders around the world that are all building under the umbrella brand of RENOVO bikes.
So we're with Chris at the Wooden Boat Festival in Port Townsend 2022. We're really blessed to be part of his media team and sharing with the world the beautiful wood bikes and everything, and the program that they're doing. They're doing a great program these days to build your own bike. So if you do build your own bike, we want you to take some beautiful photographs of it so we can put you on the website. Is that correct?
Yes, we will do that. And in closing, how long a RENOVO bike's going to last? I tell people somewhere between 100 and 200 years is definitely possible. And maybe one day, after our civilization is gone, future archaeologists are going to unearth RENOVO bike frames. And they're going to make opinions about what we were like, what kind of people created such exquisite objects with such obvious love from plants they clearly cherished. And that's what we're doing, and we hope that that will be seen one day in the future. Maybe we're leaving something for later. A question that's frequently asked to me is, are these bikes durable? How long do they last? And my answer is, I would say somewhere between 100 and 200 years. So that takes perhaps a little bit of explanation, but I do believe that these bike frames, the way they're built, are going to outlast us. And I would like to think also that one day, some future civilization after ours has ended are going to unearth some of these bike frames, and they're going to decide, they're going to think about what was a civilization like that built such exquisite objects, obviously with love, from plants that they cherished. Who are those people? And from that, they will form an idea about what we were like back in 2022. And that was us. We built RENOVO bike frames, and future archaeologists can discover us and make up their minds about what our people were like and what we like to build, and that we were a group of makers that built with love.